Hello ASVAB warriors, welcome back to your arithmetic reasoning class. Now in this class we are going to start with the topic called as percentages. Now this percentages topic is very important in respect of the arithmetic reasoning because you are gonna face the percentages problem, and also in each problem you are going to need to find out the percentages. So we are going to get hold of this topic by understanding the concept from very basic to a little advanced problems. Now first we will understand what is percentages or what is the definition of the percentage. Now we know that in our day-to-day life we use the term percentage as, like we say, what percentage of tax you paid this year, or what percentage of deduction was there in your salary, or we say what percentage of marks someone got in some exams, and like that. So we use the percent in your daily life. Now where does this term percent or percentages come from? Now this was a Latin word percentum, which means we have the word percentage or percent, which means when we bifurcate this word per and cent. Per means for every or for each. Per means for every or for each. And what is cent? Cent is obviously 100. Like $1 has 100 cents. Why? Because the cent means 100. So cent means 100. For every 100, how much you got? Like what percentage of marks you got? It means for every 100, how much marks you got? Let's say you got 100 marks out of 500, then what percentage of the marks you got? If we say someone got 100 marks out of 500, then how much percentage he got? Now we have the formula to calculate that, but we know that 100 out of 500 is 20%. Now we'll move on to the definition of the percentages. The definition of the percentage is, a percentage is a fraction or ratio expressed as a part of 100. Percentage is a fraction or the ratio expressed as a part of 100. Now what is fraction? Fraction is a part of whole, some part of whole. Now in this case, the fraction is part upon whole, some part of whole. Now in this case the whole is 100. In percentages, whole is 100. Now what part of 100? Let's say x part of 100 we are saying. Then we can write this fraction as x percentage. This one is the sign for the percentage. Now let us move on to the basic formula of calculating percentage. Now we have the formula to calculate the percentage, which says percentage equals to part upon whole, part divided by whole into 100. Now we will first form the fraction in the form of part upon whole, and when we multiply this ratio with 100, we will get our value of the percentage. Now we will understand this formula by using a simple example. If 20 out of 50 students passed a test, the passing percentage is, we need to calculate the passing percentage when the 20 out of 50 students have passed the exam. Now we have the formula which says part upon whole into 100 will give us percentage. Now in this example, what is part? Part is obviously 20, because 20 out of 50 students have passed. And what will be the 50? 50 will be whole. That is the total number of students who have appeared for the exam. So what is part? Part is 20 and whole is 50. So we got the fraction as 20 upon 20 upon 50. And when we multiply this ratio with 100, we will get our percentage according to our formula. So we will multiply 20 by 50 by 100, and 50 ones are 50, 50 twos are 100, and 20 times 2 is 40. What is this 40? 40 is the percentage. So 40% of the students have passed this particular exam. So this is the usage of percentage. Now we'll solve some simple questions on this topic or this formula, how to calculate percentage. So we have the examples. The first example is, what is the 25% of 40? Here we need to find out what is 25% of 40. So we have 25%. 25% means what? 25 out of 100. Now what will be the fraction for this thing? It will be 25 as part and 100 will be whole. We know that the percentage is a ratio in which the whole is 100. So 25 divided by 100 out of 40, how much will it be? We multiply this fraction with the 40. So 25 upon 100 times 40 will give us the percentages, that is 25% of 40. So this 0 will get cancelled with this 0. 25 fours are 100 divided by 10, it will be 10. So we can say 25% of 40 is 10. 25% of 40 is 10. And we will see a similar example, which is 15% of 160. Now what will be 15% of 160? We know that 15% is nothing but 15 part of 100. So 15 will be part, 100 will be whole, and we'll multiply this ratio with 160. We'll get our answer, which is 15% of 160. So 0 and 0 gets cancelled. 15 times 60. So 15 6 are 90, carry 9. 15 ones are 15, plus 9 is 24 divided by this 10. So again 0 0 gets cancelled, we get our answer as 24. So 15% of 160 is 24. Again we will see some similar examples. Now this example says, what is 75% of 320? What is 75% of 320? Again 75 will be part, its whole is 100. We will multiply this ratio with 320. 0 0 again gets cancelled. We need to find out 75 multiplied by 32. How much will it be? 75 times 32. 2 5s are 10, carry 1. 7 4s are 14, plus 1 is 15. 3 5s are 15, carry 1. 7 3s are 21, plus 1 is 22. So 0 5 plus 5 is 10, carry 1. 2 plus 2 is 4. So we get our answer as 2400. So 2400 divided by this 10 as it is. So again 0 0 gets cancelled. We get our answer as 240. So 75% of 320 will be 240. Now we have two more examples. I want you to solve it on your own. If you find out the answer, please comment it. Please comment down in the comment section. Now let us move on to the next question, which is a word problem from simple percentages, and we'll try to solve this word problem. The word problem says a pair of shoes cost $120. If 25% discount is applied, what is the sale price? Now first we need to find out 25%, as the 25% discount has been given on the sale price, which is 120. First we will calculate 25% of 120. How to do that? We know that 25% is nothing but 25 parts of whole, which is 100, and we will multiply this ratio with 120, of which the percentage has to be calculated. So again 0 0 gets cancelled. 25 times 12. 25 2s are 50, carry 5. 25 ones plus 5 is 30. 300 divided by this 10 as it is. Again 0 0 gets cancelled. We get our answer as 30. So the discount will be $30. Now we need to find out what will be the sale price after the discounts. After the discount, it means we will have to subtract this discount from the selling price, which is 120. So we will subtract 30 from 120. We get our answer as 90. So the selling price will be $90. Again we have one more example. Now the problem is a class has 40 students. A class has 40 students and 25% of them are girls. How many girls are there in the class? Again we need to find out 25% of 40 this times. So we have our formula. 25% is 25 divided by 100 times 40. So 0 0 gets cancelled. 25 4s are 100 divided by 10. We get our answer as 10. What was asked? How many girls are there in the class? So there will be 10 girls out of 40, or we can say 25% of the girls are there in the class. Now another word problem is there. It says a car is sold for $18,000 and the dealer offers a 10% discount. What is the final price of the car? Again we will find out the 10% of this selling price, which is $18,000, and we will subtract this discount from the total selling price. So we will have to calculate 10% of 18,000. So 10% will be nothing but 10 by 100 into 18,000. 0 0 again gets cancelled. We get our answer as $1,800. So $1,800 will be discount. We will have to subtract this $1,800 from the $18,000. So 18,000 minus 1,800. 0 0. 10 minus 8 is 2. 8 minus 2 is 6 and 1. So the selling price of the car will be $16,200. Now this is how you need to find out the percentages. Now again we will move on to the topic in which we will learn how to convert the percentage into fractions, fractions into decimals, or decimals into fractions, fractions into percentages. Now let us move on to our next topic. Now in this part of the video we are going to see how to convert fractions to the percentage, how to convert a fraction to percentage or percentage to fraction. Now we know that fraction is what? Fraction is nothing but numerator upon denominator. Fraction is numerator upon denominator, or as we have seen, we can say the fraction is nothing but part upon whole. Part divided by whole is nothing but fraction, and also it is numerator upon denominator. Now when we have been given a fraction, let us say 2/5. This is what? Fraction. Now when we want to convert this fraction into percentage, we will just simply have to multiply it with 100. So when we multiply numerator upon denominator by 100, we will get our answer as a percentage. Now let us say there is a fraction 2/5. So we can say it is 2 parts of 5. 2 parts and 5 is a whole. So 2 by 5 we will multiply it with 100. So when we do this calculation, we will get our answer in the percentages. So 5 2s are 10. This 0 as it is 22. 20 times 2 is 40. This one is percentages. This sign is percentages. If there is this sign of percentages, it means that there is 100 in the denominator. And if you don't want to write the denominator as 100, you will have to just write this sign like this. We can write 40/100. This one is also percentage, this one is also percentage, but this one is expressed as a fraction. 40/100 is nothing but fraction, and 40 and this sign is percentages. Now we will see the examples how to convert fractions to the percentages. We will saw some very simple examples. Now example 1 says convert 1/2 to a percentages. We have to convert half into percentages. There is a fraction 1 part and 2 as a whole. We have to convert this into percentages. How to do that? We just need to multiply it with 100 and we will get our answer into percentages. So 2 times 50 is 100. 50 times 1 is 50. What is this? This one is percentages. We know that half is what? 50%. 50% of something is half, that we know. So it means exact same thing. Now we have next example which says convert 2/5 to the percentage. This is the same question we have solved in the previous slide. How did we solve it? 2/5 times 100. So 5 2s are 10, 20 times 2 is 40, and the percentage sign. So 2/5, this is a fraction, and when we convert it into the percentages, we get our answer as 40%. Again, we have the same example which says 7/8, and we have to convert it into percentage. How to do that? We will simply multiply it with 100. Again, we will reduce this fraction. So 2 4s are 8, 2 50s, again 2 2s are 4, 25. So 25 times 7 divided by 2. What is 25 times 7? It is 175 divided by 2. So 2 8s are 16, 2 7s are 14, balance 1, decimal point 5. So we will get our answer as 87.5. When we convert 7/8 into percentages, we multiply it with 100 and we get our answer as 87.5%. Again, we have few more examples. Now again, these are very simple examples. Now I would like you to solve these examples and give answer in the comment sections. If you have any doubt, you can always ask in the comment section. I will move on to the word problems. Now we have the word problems in which we will have to convert fractions into percentages. Now the first question says, if a student answered 18 out of 25 questions correctly, what percentage did the student get correct answers? Now again we will have to frame the fraction. How to do that? 18 out of 25. It means 18 parts out of 25, and we'll have to multiply this ratio with 100 to get our answer in the percentage. This is what? This is fraction, and when we multiply the fraction with 100, we get our answer in the percentages. So 25 times 4 is 100, and 18 times 4. 18 times 4 is 72. What is this? 72%. So when the student answers 18 out of 25 questions correctly, then we can say the student have answered 72% of the questions correctly. Now moving on to the next question. The next question is, a recipe calls for 2/3 cup of sugar. A recipe calls for 2/3 cup of sugar. What percentage of full cup is this? Now the full cup is what? This one is given as fraction 2/3. We know that 2 parts are full out of what? Out of 3 parts. 2 parts are full out of 3 parts. This is given as fraction. 3 is whole, 2 is part. We will have to multiply it with 100. So we get our answer as, when we divide 100 by 3, we get 33.33. So we get 2 times 33.33, we get 66.66. So we can say 66.66% of the cup is full.